Hey, it's AP, and we're talking about my bathroom renovation. Check it out. A while back, I renovated our guest bathroom. It was last updated in the 80s, so we were long overdue for a refresh. So we got some quotes, and oh boy, we were looking at a $10,000 to $15,000 job. So of course I used this as an opportunity to stretch my skills, learn something new, and save a few bucks along the way. Like a lot of few bucks. But was it really worth it? Well, in order to increase my average watch time, you're gonna have to stick around to the end to find out. So let's rewind and I'll show you how we went from 80s blah to 20s wow. The easiest and probably most physically grueling part of the process is demo. And depending on the project, you could save yourself anywhere between $500 and $2,000 just by doing this yourself. We even rented a dumpster which helped us with the trash removal. We also used this as a good excuse to do some spring cleaning around the rest of the house, so you can factor that into your project. It's a double whammy. Make sure you're wearing protective clothing, a dust mask or a respirator, ear and eye protection. It can get super dusty. And depending on the age of your house, you may not know what's hiding behind your walls.
Well, that's interesting. This is a wooden toilet paper roll. It has a spring in it. It's always interesting what you find behind these old walls.
If you run into any material that you think may be asbestos, make sure you take a small sample and get it tested before continuing the work. Also, make sure you keep the room you're demoing closed off from the rest of the house. Keep the door to the room closed if at all possible, or hang one of those creepy plastic curtains that look like they belong in a butcher shop or a horror movie to keep the dust contained. After the demo is all done, we can move on to drywalling. I used the green drywall, which is mold resistant. This stuff is great for areas that may be moisture prone, like, well, a bathroom.
Now, my wife and I initially decided to change the tub to a walk-in shower, and after a few weeks of reflection, my wife decided, after I had hauled the original porcelain-covered steel tub down the stairs all by myself, that she wanted a tub after all. And yep, we're still married. Starting with the leveling stringers, these were installed per the instructions at 17 3/4 inches from the floor. These provide the tub with support for all the water and human weight that will eventually be filling them. The tub we're using is a Kohler acrylic tub, which means you have a layer of acrylic supported by fiberglass and resin. We went with this because it looked nice and it was in our budget. Now, before installing the drain and stuff, we wanted to make sure it fit in the space, so we did a quick dry fit, and it's good. So, we brought it back out and installed the drain. Again, dry fitting all the pieces to start, and then when we felt good about that, we took it all apart and glued and siliconed everything together. Before placing the tub into its final resting place, we added a layer of mortar to help level and adhere the tub to the floor. A few weights will help keep it secure while it cures.
Cement board is messy to work with. It's literally sheets of cement held together with fiberglass mesh. It can get pretty heavy, so grab a buddy to help you out here. Cement board is made specifically for high moisture areas and is great substrate for tile. The red stuff on the wall is called Red Guard, not to be confused with these guys. This stuff makes a nice moisture barrier and just goes on with a 3/4 inch nap roller. The floors get some cement board love too, and the seams are coated with some mortar for a nice strong edge.
I hate tiling. I will never tile again. It's backbreaking, it's messy, I don't like it. Hashtag no fun. I did use this leveling system that was pretty neat though. Pretty much you place these peg things in each corner and then you tighten down the orange leveling cap to bring everything flush with each other. These are great and I'll leave a link to them in the description. When all the tiles are done, we wrap up with some grout and the bathroom is finished.
And over a year later, this project is now complete. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And having done it myself, I know where all the imperfections are, which are driving me a little crazy, but that in of itself is worth the $8,000 to $10,000 I saved from going the pro route. My material cost was around $3,000, and the biggest expense was the tile. But if you factor in my time and the time it took me to do this, we're probably twice that amount, because there was a bit of a learning curve. Which brings me to, was the entire project really worth it? Yeah, it sure was. Will I ever tile again? No, I hate tiling. It's the worst. I never want to lay another tile in my life. But that savings went into other projects, family trips, and activities. Now, the biggest thing to consider when setting out on a DIY renovation of this size, at least to me, is the time. This is not a weekend project. Between the demo, hanging sheetrock, laying the tile, installing the new tub, and so on and so forth, this project took me over a year of intermittent weekend work to get accomplished. Now, if you're looking to get this done quickly, and by quickly I mean in less than a year, maybe hiring a pro is in your cards. Unless, of course, you can take a couple of weeks off from your day job to do this. So, did this episode convince you to tackle your bathroom renovation DIY style? Or did I scare you off? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what your deciding factors are when it comes to DIY renovation. Cost, time, lower back strength? If you made it this far, thank you so much. You rock! Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it does help the channel grow. Plus, I do all kinds of things from home improvement to model and prop making. I have something for all the DIY enthusiasts out there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.